Okay, today we're going to have a lesson that you might be familiar with, but before we begin, everybody needs to poke their head in and give a wave to everybody out there if you want to. Got a few girls who are a little bit shy. So today we're going to be talking about two words, and we're going to be making some plans. And we're going to be first finding out what those definition of those words are. And it's right up here on the board: empathy and compassion. We've talked about compassion things a lot this year. Now we're going to talk about empathy, and we're going to try to figure out how they're connected. So who has empathy? Okay, so Heidi is going to read about empathy, the definition of empathy.
Understanding another situation's feelings and movements. Empathy is between parents and children.
Okay, understanding others, what was that word? Situations. So you understand what somebody is going through. Okay, and then we have compassion.
The deep awareness of the suffering of another, together with a desire to relieve it.
Deep awareness of suffering of others. But there was a very important part at the end. What did it say? Trying to do what? Anybody hear that?
With a desire to relieve it.
Okay, a desire to relieve it. That, what do you think that means?
To help someone.
Yeah.
To focus on to help someone relieve it.
Yeah, to help someone with their problems, right? So how is empathy and compassion connected? Can somebody figure out that? How, when you, oh, go ahead, Heidi.
Empathy and compassion are kind of connected because they're both understanding.
They're both understanding. Both understanding. The difference is in this sentence right here. Desire to relieve what? Desire to relieve
Suffering.
suffering. Desire to relieve suffering. Now, when we think of suffering, we think of really bad things like wars and cancer and bad things that happen in our society.
Or history.
Or history, that's right, bad things in history. So, but the thing is that other people suffer, but it's not like huge suffering. What kind of things do people suffer with?
Yelling.
Yeah, being yelled at, right? Yeah, it doesn't feel good to be yelled at, does it? Mm-mm. Jackson, did you have something to say? Okay. So we're going to be looking at ways that we have done some compassion work already. We have empathy, we've had understanding for people, and then we've had compassion projects. Yes.
I have a way of suffering. How some people have to go back and forth, divorced parents' houses.
When people have to go back and forth between divorced parents' houses, yeah, that is kind of a suffering, isn't it? Also, we're going to talk about some specific things that maybe people suffer with in just a minute. So we've already done some projects that are compassion projects. We called them compassion projects. Can anybody remember anything? Let's just talk. In November, we did something for people. Yes.
The veterans thing?
Yes, we did a whole project for veterans. And we wrote them cards. We sent them what?
Dunkin' Donuts cards?
Dunkin' Donut cards. How did we get those cards? We
Bought them at Dunkin' Donuts.
We raised money.
we raised money.
I did the Great Pumpkin Raffle.
The Great Pumpkin Raffle.
Another project. Another project we did was giving glasses to the
Anybody remember?
to the Lions Club.
Okay, we collected glasses. And how was that a compassion project?
It's a compassion project, so we can recycle the glasses, so we can help others be able to get glasses.
Yeah, we recycled glasses. We collected them. Anybody remember how many we collected?
We got like
I was in
55
Florida when
or
it ended.
something. 54.
It was almost 60.
Like 55.
54 or 57 or something like that.
I think it was like
There was something we did around Valentine's Day. We made something for other people. What did we make for other people?
don't remember.
Not postcards, but clothes.
We had like tiny slips to like compliment.
But what was your thing? Nursing home cards.
That was nice.
We made nursing home cards. We made Valentines for them.
We made May baskets for teachers.
Okay, we made May baskets. Yep.
Compassion.
Okay.
Mother's Day basket.
Yeah, but that wasn't a compassion thing unless your mother needed some compassion, which might be true. So there's been some things that we've done. We're going to be planning a Spirit of Compassion week for next week. And we're going to think about some things that we could do, fourth graders could do, in order to help other people. When you see somebody or something, even pets, that you feel bad for and you want to do something about it. But before that we begin that, I think I have these little slips of paper. And I'm going to give a paper to two people, to you and Calvin, you two. You two.
Like it from me.
You two. You two. You two. And that one. Okay.
What about me?
You're with Gabe. Okay, so. Oh, goodness. So I'm wondering if you could just maybe give one example and then we'll slip over to doing some projects that we're going to do.
Which one to do paper mache?
Jackson, would you like to read yours?
A classmate trips and falls in the middle of the hallway and drops all of those things.
A classmate trips and falls in the hallway. Now, we've already said sometimes these things happen to us, right?
I know what you do for compassion.
What would you do for, well, how do you feel about seeing somebody fall?
I feel bad, and
Okay.
probably for the person, they would probably you would probably feel bad, and you would want to help them out.
Jackson. Okay. How would you help them out, Jackson?
Get the nurse. Maybe.
Get the nurse? Okay. What about all that stuff that they dropped?
Help them pick it up.
Help them pick it up. Okay, Elsie, what's yours?
Attach shoes with the class that their pet cat died.
Oh, their pet cat died. This has happened in our class.
That's sad.
That's sad, isn't it? And do you want to tell them something or feel like you want to say something to them?
Well, what can I do?
What, you can't do anything about a cat dying,
Yes, ma'am.
but what can you do?
Cheer them up.
Cheer them up.
Give. Yes. Still,
Okay.
that would be sad.
We're gonna stop right there and I'm just gonna review. Oh,